Hello princesses! Today I'm going to be talking about the Peripera Ink Airy Velvets. So you would have heard me talk about the Airy Ink Velvets quite a few times before because I have had 18 shades. Yeah, I've tried 18 shades of the Airy Ink Velvets, and now Peripera has come out with the Ink Airy Velvets, so they've just switched the first two names. So when I saw them having a different name, I was like, maybe it'll be a different formula. It's not a different formula. And I was very excited about that because I do like the Airy Ink formula, but I find that they taste really gross and I feel like they could be a little bit more long wearing if they were going to be perfect. So I decided to pick up the first 5 shades. I didn't get the new lipstick shades because I didn't like the old lipstick ones, so that's why I didn't get the lipsticks too. But I like me an Airy Ink Velvet, so I wondered if I'd like myself an Ink Airy Velvet. So I've been searching high and low and I cannot find a proper product description for them. I got these off Beauty Box Courier, which means that they are a newer release and haven't been released in some of the other stores, but also because it's such a similar name to the other one, I can't seem to differentiate between the two. So I don't have a product description to tell you, but if I can find one while I'm editing, then I'll just put the text in here, otherwise we're just gonna guess. So the packaging of these products is almost exactly the same as the regular Airy Inks, and they just have different coloured lids. So that is the only difference between the new and the old formula. These ones have different coloured lids as well. So in that I mean they have different colours for each of the shades. Whereas the old ones, they just had black lids. So it was a little bit harder to tell the difference between all of the colours. It's still hard to tell the difference between the colours, but these ones also have them written on the side, which I only just discovered as I was swatching them today. So on the front they have Peripera Ink Airy Velvet and the number. And then on this one side they have just Peripera, and then on the other side, that tiny writing there, that tells you what it is called. So this one is, for instance, Cartoon Coral. There are 5 shades in the Spring Summer collection and they are all really beautiful shades, but as is tradition with Peripera, they don't look like the swatches that they have provided. The swatches provided are way more saturated in colour, so if you think about them in real life, they're just a little bit duller than what you see in the pictures. Shade number 1 is a muted red colour. So this is shade number 1. I think it is a really pretty colour. It's kind of like a muted red rose kind of colour. It's not as bright red as some of the other ones that I have already. I think that the colour is really lovely and I think it does suit me well and I do enjoy wearing it. This is shade number 1, Hot Spot Red. Shade number 2, Selfie Orange Brown, is a bricky brown kind of colour. I guess you could just call it orange brown. So this is number 2. I don't like the colour, of course, because it is that orange brown that I particularly don't like. I do think that it looks nice on my skin, I just don't like the colour myself. If you're curious about the formula, it is exactly the same as the regular Airy Ink line. This is number 2, Selfie Orange Brown. Shade number 3 is called Cartoon Coral, but I feel like this one is a little bit more of a peach colour. This is Cartoon Coral, and like I said, it leans a little bit more towards peach for me than it does coral. The coral would be a little bit pinker, but it is a really nice colour and it is a really good neutral for me. I definitely enjoy wearing this one and I get a lot of wear out of it. This is number 3, Cartoon Coral. Shade number 4 is called Pretty Pink, which is a really pretty pink colour. This is a really pretty dusty rose kind of colour. It's a little bit brighter than a lot of the other dusty roses I have and it's a lot pinker, so this one leans kind of towards that peachy pink rather than being like a mauvey pink, and I really enjoy wearing this one. Obviously it's one of like the staple colours for me, so this one is fantastic and it doesn't look like the other pinks in the collection from the Airy Ink line, so it doesn't look like number 5, which is Elf Light Rose. That one is definitely more brown, and then the other one that I like, I think it's number 10, is definitely more of a mauvey colour, so it's purpley pink. This is number 4, Pretty Pink. Last but not least we have number 5, which is Genius Rosy Pink. This is such a good My Lips But Better shade. It's just a little bit more of that purpley pink, like I was comparing it with the other pink, Pretty Pink. That one is more of an orangey pink, this is more of a purpley pink. It does look like my own lip tone, but it is a bit darker, so it is the perfect everyday colour for me. I really enjoy wearing this one and I think it does look really nice on my skin tone as well. This is number 5, Genius Rosy Pink. So overall, I'm not incredibly disappointed because I already liked the formula of the Airy Ink Velvets, so I still like the formula of the Ink Airy Velvets, and I really like some of the colours. The only colour that I don't like in particular is obviously that orange brown, but all of the other colours I think are really great and they're not the same as the original Airy Ink Velvets. It's getting confusing now. I do wish that they had either just stuck to the same name, Airy Ink Velvet, or made the formula different, because there's no point giving it a new name if it's not actually different. They should have just kept going with the numbering system and done the 19, 20, 21, blah 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 blah, because that would be less confusing to customers. I'm also still annoyed that the colours don't match up on the website. The colours on the website that they show as their promotional photos are much more saturated. They're not sort of photoshopping the texture off the lips anymore. I just have to go back and look at them. Yeah, so the lips now, which is bonus Jonas, the lips look like they have some texture, so you can see the wrinkles on the lips. They look like people's lips, whereas before they just looked like these weird velvet airbrushed fake things. They didn't look real at all. So at least they have the texture on the lips, but the colours are not the same colours as what you're going to get. All in all, if you liked the original Airy Ink Velvets, you will like these ones. If you haven't tried them before, if you're looking for something that has a super lightweight texture that feels like silicone primer on your lips, then this is the product for you. Because I realise I haven't talked about the texture yet, because I've done so many Peripera reviews that I just assume everybody has tried them before. If you haven't tried them, they are so lightweight. If you really struggle with feeling things on your lips, then it's definitely a product I would recommend. However, there are some downsides to it being so light. They don't stain that well, so they're not going to wear as long as you would like them to. And the worst thing for me is the smell and taste. The smell is okay, but the taste is really terrible. They're super bitter. It's kind of like I guess they're trying to go for floral, but it's bitter floral, and I don't like the taste. So that is a rundown on the formula of the tints. I'll definitely be keeping these ones for now, and I will see if they come out with any colours in the future. However, if they come out with like an all orange collection, I'm not going to get it. If they come out with an all brown collection, I'm not going to get it, because I'm just not interested in the colours, and I already know I like the formula. So yeah, otherwise I'm going to be overrun with ink velvets. Too many. So thank you guys so much for watching this review, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!